National Stress Awareness Month. Mental health conditions like depression, anxiety, and chronic frustration can impact a person's physical state and well-being.
That's right. More here to talk more about National Stress Awareness Month and how it can impact your physical health is wellness expert and psychotherapist, Dr. Heather Hans. Dr. Hans, good morning.
Good morning.
So how do conditions like these impact physical health as well?
Yeah, so I think we all have had the experience that when you're stressed, it really taxes your mind, but also your body, and that depletes us of energy. And so when we don't have energy, we can't keep up with healthy habits. So that's one piece of it. Another is that our bodies actually operate differently when they're stressed. And they're built to do that from time to time, but not all the time. And so when someone comes in for psychotherapy, physical symptoms are a part of the intake because very often people's psychology or mental health issues manifest in the body. And that comes from the way they believe, the way they think, that comes from past conditioning. So the physical health is impacted by both the energy we have to take care of ourselves and also the thoughts themselves. For example, positive thoughts lead to dopamine and serotonin, which are those feel-good neurotransmitters, and that can help us do these, take care of ourselves. And negative thoughts do the opposite. They release stress hormones, and so that can perpetuate and even grow physical health problems.
I mean, it makes total sense. We've all been there. We're super stressed out, and all of a sudden you come down with a cold, or your immune system just drops. So talk about some of the ways that all of that can impact our physical health.
Yeah, I think it's so important to take those physical signs seriously because they're often related. So immunity is one of the biggest things that's impaired. So that can make us susceptible to infections. Even the liver produces more sugar in times of stress, which can set people up for type 2 diabetes later on. Yeah, and then we all know, again, that it impairs our sleep, making it harder to fall asleep and stay asleep, and that further reduces our immune system defenses. Then also it messes with our heart. It can cause everything from pounding heart to heartburn from increased stomach acid that happens when we're stressed. High blood pressure and unfortunately heart attacks. I actually have treated clients before who've had dangerously high blood pressure, and by practicing anxiety reduction techniques, they were able to get it back into normal range just because it was entirely stress related.
Wow.
And then the last thing is it can cause pain, or I shouldn't say last, the three we're covering here.
Yeah.
Pain, so headaches, stomach aches, back aches, any kind of aches and pains, and that's because the body tenses and spasms under stress when we're having stressful thoughts, and also it releases cortisol, which is a stress hormone, and that can cause inflammation. So also anxiety issues like OCD can cause those body-focused repetitive behaviors like biting or picking. That's an obvious direct hit on the body. So there's so many ways that it can impact our physical health.
Yeah, and we only have about 20 seconds left, Heather, but I want to ask, if there are ways that we can help with this.
Yes, definitely. People should first get checked out by a physician if they do have physical symptoms, but also mindfulness and meditation reduce stress in the moment. They change the brain permanently to make you less stressed in general. And then they also help you to be more conscious of what needs to change in your life so that you are less stressed. So definitely recommend those.
I wish you could just throw stress right out the window. I mean, don't
Believe
we
me,
all,
yes.
right? I know, it's so tough. Well, Dr. Heather Hans, thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Stress under control.
Yes.
You know who stresses me out? Chris Bianchi. No, I'm kidding.
Mother Nature.